A Fish Story, as told by Alisa Golden. This is a story about ourselves, about what we see, about what we don't see, about what we feel, and what we think we feel, and what we are, and what we dream. It is dedicated to all of us who know what it's like to change our minds. A man sat on a bench and looked at the sea. Suddenly it became a huge swamp, and he could see just where all the birds had landed to pick up fish, and where all the boats had sailed were some trails that crisscrossed in all directions, going nowhere. And all the fish were gone, and all the boats were gone. And soon the sun set, and the man was gone too. And the man left his imprint on the beach that no one saw, that no one ever saw, until one day a bird landed on the bench because there were some breadcrumbs there, and the bird ate the breadcrumbs and turned into a man. And the man stared at the sea, and, with an old package of breadcrumbs in his shirt pocket, the man waited for the birds to come. The man waited a long time, but no birds came. There were no birds in sight. They had all flown away to look for fish. So the man dumped the breadcrumbs into the water. Soon the fish came and gobbled up the breadcrumbs. Soon the birds came and gobbled up the fish. Soon the night came and gobbled up the man. Soon the day came. The man went to the sea. He took off his shirt and left it on the beach. He took off his pants and left them with his shirt. And his clothes nestled together, waiting for the man to return. He stepped into the water and turned into a fish. And he swam, and he swam, and he swam far out until he was a little dot on the horizon, until he was tired, until it was way past dinner time. Soon he saw breadcrumbs in the water. He ate them quickly. Then he felt the hook in his mouth. He saw the sloped bottom of a boat. Then he felt himself being pulled out of the water, and he saw the man who pulled him. And they looked eye to eye, and they stood foot to foot. Suddenly the fisherman slapped the fishman and sent him tumbling over the side of the boat. And the boat sped away with the water tumbling behind it. And the fishman swam away with tears tumbling from his eyes. He swam, and he kept swimming. He saw the reflection of the moon in the water. He saw the shadow of a bird coming toward him, and he swam faster. He was afraid, but there was no need to swim faster, or to be afraid, because the fog tumbled over the water like clothing and covered him, and he was free. And the sun rose, and the fish stepped out of the water and turned into a man. He walked up the beach, and he walked, and he walked, and all he could find was a man sleeping. The sleeping man wore his shirt and his pants. The naked man lay down next to his clothes and the man in them, and they slept in the warm sun until it was dark again. The clothed man awakened. The naked man awakened. They stared at each other until the first one spoke, and he said, "Will you wear the shirt?" And the second man thanked him. The first man pulled the shirt from his back and off his chest, and the second tied it around his waist and let it cover him. The first fell back to sleep. The second got up and began to walk home. And the stars walked out onto the black sky, and the first man dreamed he could fly. Fin. Never mind the Moriki and Reeves papers or the Garamont type. Never mind that this book is baby number 8 or that this is copy 1 out of 37. Fish? For dinner? Again? Copyright August 1984. Alisa J. Golden. Never mind the press. Oakland, California.